Hi there everybody, it's Verity here from inkybutterfly.wordpress.com. Thank you so much for joining me again today for another card making tutorial, and we're doing this card today. A bit of a sort of patchwork look with some nice bright colours offset with the black. The featured stamp set for the background is the right triangle. So this is one of our retiring sets. And then likewise, also retiring, the sentiment has come from Rustic Retreat, which is this sentiment here. Isn't this set just lovely? Done a couple of cards with both of these sets. Really, really lovely. Do look back and have a look. The triangles do have a coordinating die set, but these will actually be carrying over, so we will be keeping hold of the stitched triangle dies, which is really, really fab. So with no further ado, just going to run through what we've done on this card, and I should have picked up some scrap paper. Just bear with me a second. I'll just get a fresh piece, shall I? I'm going to have to open a new packet. Goodness gracious. So, sorry about that. The one thing I didn't have in front of me was a spare piece of cardstock. So, we'll just get out a fresh piece there, just to do a little bit of stamping. So what we're actually going to use is a combination of all these wonderful colours. So some of them are bright, some of them are pastels, I think. Or are they all in the... Yeah, that's right, yeah. So most of these are in the brights. I think the only one that's a subtle is Highland Heather, I think. Okay, so we have Granny Apple Green. Not in Mango Melody, Flirty Flamingo and Coastal Cabana in the sample, but those two are repeated, so I've thrown in some Highland Heather and some Gorgeous Grape to add to the combo. So those are all the inks, loads of inks. That said though, I think you could get away with doing something quite monochromatic with this as well, actually. So there are 3 triangles that we're using in the set, so there's 3 stamps that are this size. Okay, so there's this leafy version, which I'm going to do in Granny Apple Green, and to replicate this card you need 2 each of these images. Okay. Really nice photopolymer set. Isn't that lovely how the leaves come through on the negative? Okay. This circular sort of design, this interlocked circle, we're going to do in Mango Melody. And like I say, if you are replicating this card exactly, you want to do 2 of these. 2 each of those. And then we're going to use our Gorgeous Grape. So we're going to have to wipe this between inks now, because we're using the same stamp. Some Highland Heather. Coastal Cabana. Isn't that beautiful? I love Coastal Cabana. And Flirty Flamingo. So that is the combination I've gone with for this particular card. And in the die set, there is a die that coordinates with this, and it fits exactly over it, so the finished die cut is just fractionally smaller than your stamped image. Okay, so we've got all of those to stamp out and die cut, but in true style I've already done that and already got all those ready. So all of these different elements, 2 each of the mango, 2 each of the granny, and 1 each in the other colours, already stamped and die cut. The only additional thing we need is the sentiment, which we will do in Memento ink to bring in that black, and we'll use this lovely happy birthday stamp onto there, and we're using the double oval punch. Okay, so this is in our January to June catalogue at the moment, and we're going to cut that with the smaller oval, like so. Just line it up in the punch, and we are going to do the scalloped portion in black, so we can layer those together. Lovely. So we can add that to its layer now, I think. That's ready to go, just with a little bit of stamp and seal. So there we are, that's ready. So now I'm going to bring in a piece of white cardstock. This is a strip that measures 2.5 inches wide, but the length is actually longer than we are going to require, so that we can build up our image. I think I'm going to start with the grape one. Don't think it matters particularly which one you start with. I'm just going to put that in place at the bottom of this piece of card, nice and centrally, as close as we can get it anyway. Okay, we're then going to bring in mango and just tessellate that against the gorgeous grape. So we want these lined up and these lined up really, really nicely. And then one of our granny apple green pieces in a similar way. Make sure that central point meets down this and then down the side. And then I think we'll have pink. That's what I think we'll have. And that should fit in really nice and nicely in against there. So now I think we're going to, what should we have? Should we have Coastal Cabana, or shall we have our Highland Heather? I think it might look a little, I think it's going to look better with the let's put that way and that way, and then that way. So do we like it like that, or shall I swap around these? Is that the way I had it before? I can't remember. What do we think, people? I think we'll have the purple at the other end, I think. So let's put the Cabana one down next. Line that up with that long edge of the pink triangle there. So now we will add in the green and the mango portions, but they're the opposite way round to the other panel, if you like. And then finish off with our Highland Heather. So now we just need to bring in our trimmer. And just cut that down to length. And I'm just going to eyeball that. I'm just going to line it up in the trimmer so that the edge of that purple triangle is just hidden behind the blade, and just trim off that excess. And I've already cut a black panel here. This measures 2 5/8 by 5, and that hopefully should fit very nicely over the top of there. So we'll just add that with some seal. Oh, excuse me. Like so. And we can start assembling our cards. So our white layer, normal white layer, 4 inches by 5 3/4 is going to go onto a black card base. So we're just going to tie in all that layering by doing that. Like so. Panel is going to go on as well. I'm not popping anything up on dimensionals today. It's all going on flat. A nice simple card. If you change the colours, this could be given to a guy as well. So if you did all that in blues and greys and things, that would be really, really nice. Oops. Just pop that in the centre there. And the final finishing touch are these lovely matte black dots. You'll find those in the January to June, January to June catalogue, and you'll be pleased to know that these are sticking around, which I'm very pleased about. These are a lovely little accent, and sometimes you don't want shiny blingy things, but you want something just to tie your design together, just like that has, and I think that has turned out really, really beautifully. Nice and simple, with the black popping from those colours. So I hope you've really liked that. So say the right triangle stamp set, that's wonky. Yeah, that's wonky. Is actually retiring, so something to get your hands on if you fancy it. And I think this sort of patchwork effect is really, really nice with that set. All the links are in the description bar if you want to check out anything, and if you want to have a sneak peek at the annual catalogue, then you need to join my team. Also, links in the description. Thanks ever so much, everybody. Please do stay safe out there. Bye bye for now. Bye.